One, greetings and salutations, wanderer, wayfarer, and wildcat alike, wherever you are, whoever you are, and whenever you may be receiving this transmission. This is your host for the hour, Frank Monday, coming at you straight out the ghetto, Twilight's own old Peking, deep within the central kingdom of the celestial dragon. I hope you are doing well this morning, afternoon, or evening, wayfarer, wherever you are, whoever you are, and whenever you may be receiving this transmission. Happy 4th of July. You guys should be firing off some fireworks or at least getting out and seeing some, right? That's a good thing, man. Fireworks are a beautiful thing. I love fireworks. From when I was a kid, I always enjoyed a good fireworks show. I had a black cat firecracker blow up in my hand one time and it snapped my fingers apart. I was watching the fuse. It looked so beautiful. I lit the fuse and I was just staring at it and I was like, wow, it's so beautiful. And so I saw the whole thing take place. I had it in three fingers, just like this. And bam, my fingers are just blown apart suddenly. And there were blood blisters. There was one on my middle finger, two on my index finger, and one on my thumb. And it snapped, really hard. It surprised me. It hurt like a motherfucker too. And I cried like a baby, man. I think I was only like 5 years old. What good fun though. My dad had bought a blockbuster case of fireworks, and they had good fireworks in them back then. A blockbuster, it was like 125 bucks or something. That's big money, man. If I was 5 or 6, it was like 1980, 1981. No, earlier than that, 79, 5, 7, 78, 77, 78, something like that. And so, uh, wow, what good fun though. Yeah, like it had two mortars in it, like the tube with the little ball mortars that go in and pop out. It had two boxes of those with like 5 or 6 each, right? And it had Roman candles, like really good Roman candles, a bunch of those, maybe, I don't know, 25 or whatever it comes in a pack. There's 12 in a pack, so something probably like 3 dozen of them, maybe more than that. Maybe more than that. There was quite a bit. And then there was a big roll of firecrackers and then a bunch of bricks of small firecracker packages. And what are those ones that dance around on the street? Street sweepers? No. What are those called? Ground flowers. It had ground flowers and jumping jacks and lady fingers, the smaller ones. Maybe it was a lady finger that I lit off in my hand. It seems like, yeah, it might not have been a black cat. It might have been a ladyfinger. I can't remember exactly. Ladyfingers are little bitty red ones, and then black cats are the bigger black with stars on them. Or maybe they got cats on them. I don't know. Seems like they had stars on them. It was a long time ago, man. If I was 5 and I'm 50 now, I'm 10 times as old as I was back then. And that's 45 years ago, almost 5 decades. Yeah. So there were some other good fireworks in there. Let me think. Buzz bombs. You guys know buzz bombs, helicopters, night patrol and stuff. They all had different names, but they were good ones. They were the ones that look like a big lozenge pill or the pill with different end caps and very, very large in size, like a M80 size firecracker inside it. And then they have the wings on the outside, and you lay them down and whoosh, they go up into the air. The smaller ones, they had smaller ones too that were the size of ground flowers with wings. I think those were called helicopters or night patrol or something. And those I would light and throw, and they would fly zzz, up in the air. So beautiful, look just like a UFO. I mean, as you would imagine a UFO to look, if you've never seen one, which I have many times. But other good stuff in there. What was other good? And they had a bunch of safe and sane fireworks in there too, just to pack out the box. But the box was mostly good, high powered. Um, this jarhead named, what was that guy's name? Drew. Drew what? It'll come to me later. It was either Drew or the other guy, his friend, brought over a bunch of M1000s and M80s too, like a whole um, 50 caliber or whatever ammunition can full of M80s, and then he had a paper sack full of M1000s, and the first thing he wanted to do was blow up that ammo case, and he he put it out in the middle of the street, away from most of the cars, and then popped open the lid on the ammo case, dropped an M1000 in it, shut the lid, ran off, and there was another guy that was standing by too close, and when it blew off, a piece of shrapnel hit him in the stomach. It was like a piece of metal flew off the can, maybe maybe one of the fasteners or something, but a piece of metal flew off the can. It blew it open. It didn't blow a hole in it or anything. I mean, that's a steel box, carton, drum, not a drum, a box, ammo box, ammo case, whatever they call it. But anyway, so yeah, it hit his stomach. It didn't hurt him that bad. He's a tough kid, 16 or no, how old was he then? He was older than my brother. My brother was in a year ahead of me, and these guys were all a couple of years ahead of my brother. So this was a different Fourth of July experience. So many Fourth of July experiences, really, really good. In fact, the first time I tried some Lebanese blonde hashish, um, I don't know, I was maybe 14, 15, something like that. But it was on a Fourth of July, and a guy came over, good friend of the family, and he had on a Rolex. And he said, "You like that watch?" Yeah. And he said, "Check out what's under it." And he flipped it over, and he had like a little cookie stuffed on the bottom of the watch, and he pulled it off and boom, passed it around. And that was the most powerful, most expansive, most wonderful little peace pipe puff I'd ever taken. Really, really good. Delightful experiences in life, man. That candle went out. Sad. 1 out of 4 has gone out, my friends. There, you can't see that one. It was out of the shot of the camera. Um, Drew the death card the other day for a good friend of mine. Transformation, people passing away, man. This has been a big one over the last 4 years, the last 4 dark winters. Have you guys heard that some of that kid, what's his name? Something Boone, Bernie Boone, Bobby Boone. I don't remember. Wish it'd come to me. But he wrote a song recently, I don't know, maybe last year or two. It's called Great Things, and it has a really nice melody, and it goes high. It starts low, it goes high, it comes back down low, goes high again. Nice chorus, good verses, almost like a country song, but kind of soft rock country, I guess. I don't know how you would classify that music. Is it Benjamin Boone? No, it can't be. I'm gonna look it up, man. It's driving me fucking nuts. Why don't we look it up? How about that? How about that? All right, guys. If this is your first time, don't let it be your last time. This is the Frank Monday Show, and we're doing updates for the Scholar Warrior today, but we're celebrating the 4th of July. That's the real big thing. 1776, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, Samuel Adams. Good. All imagine hanging out with those guys at the Green Dragon Tavern in Boston, right? And it's right over there by Harvard Yard. I don't know, maybe it's on the harbor. I can't remember. I visited it though, and I took the Patriots Walk in Boston. I hung out in Harvard Yard. I actually had a management course at Harvard. It was a Harvard management course, but it actually took place at a retail store, and I worked on a management program like collecting data. And I won't tell you the exact thing though, because a lot of the guys on that program ran away with a lot of money. And oh, it's not called Great Things; it's called Beautiful Things. That's right. And his name's Benson Boone, and that's got 212 million views. A really wonderful little tune. Let me see. I'll play a little of it for you, but I know that YouTube doesn't like you doing that. I already liked this video. They don't even have my like added to the